Welcome to Salt Lake City, Utah. It's a very cold and very rainy day, not surprising for December, but that's not going to stop us from chasing trains through the city and up into the mountains. Just north of the Amtrak station, we find our first train. A train of sulfuric acid heading north toward Idaho. Continuing to work our way north and east, we reach the south entrance to the yard in Ogden, and we don't have to wait long for a train. This train is led by a locomotive in Union Pacific's new paint scheme. As you can see, the flag on the side has been made smaller and moved to the nose of the engine, with Union Pacific lettering now on the side. The shield on the front of the engine also lacks wings now. As you might have guessed from the sound, the Ogden Yard is located near Hill Air Force Base, creatively named for the hill that it sits on. Today, the Air Force was out practicing at their targeting range on the other side of the Great Salt Lake, and apparently also was practicing their landings in poor weather. Jets were landing every couple minutes while we were watching the train. The weather here is pretty miserable, so let's keep moving, in the hopes that the weather will be better on the other side of the mountains. We catch up with a local freight in Taggart's, famous for this view of a bridge and tunnel. We'll keep following this local up the canyon, and in doing so, we'll encounter this auto rack heading down the canyon. He is running left-handed.
Croyden and just
Remind me which spot is Croyden.
It's the footbridge.
Yeah, we're not going to venture out onto the Croyden footbridge in this weather, especially because it's blocked by road construction. Fortunately, the locals slowed down too, and even came to a stop. We were guessing it had to ask permission to cross through the construction zone.
I don't know if they're using it as access for the road.
But we were wrong. One of the safety personnel on scene informed us that the local was actually stopping to serve a concrete plant at Croyden. Despite standing in ankle-deep snow, we were happy to stop and watch some local switching action.
Short sleeves in the cab.
this switching will make a video in and of itself. No, past self. The switching will not make a video in and of itself. Look under the number, it says under warranty.
Yeah.
What do you want to bet that's not accurate anymore? Unless they've got a very extended warranty.
4187. So the first batch of these came out in like the year 2000. So it's 2001, 2002. So 21 years after built. Probably not.
A bit too good of a warranty. My camera settings were all messed up. Turned out I bumped the slow-mo button. The locomotives run back and cut into their train right behind the line of hopper cars that needs to go into the concrete plant. Next, they'll push those cars up into the spur.
Going to swap trains with a local out of Evanston.
Ooh. That
But
could
I'm
be
not
interesting.
certain about that.
Certainly seems like a logical possibility. That is a much gentler coupling job than last time I caught a switching maneuver.
Well, it's right in front of the engineer's face.
If you want to see what less than gentle coupling job I was referring to, just click that link up there.
There's getting the smell of antifreeze about my car. I think if we've got antifreeze, we'll turn the heater up when we get back in the car.
Yes. My feet would appreciate that.
You know, you remember Dimitri not wanting to come because of the cold?
I think he'll be very glad he didn't come. Especially that coupled with climbing this hill at elevation. Well, it keeps happening because I keep saying, I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Oh, right. I'm not overdoing it. The air is underdoing it. That bridge must be sturdier than it looks. Or we're in for a show. But if this is every Tuesday and Thursday, he's probably done it plenty of times before.
I mean, it's a wood pile bridge, but it's a fairly solid one.
Guess so. Also, these are probably the empties.
Yeah, sure.
And so there may be
Except for the engine.
The engine's not there yet, and they're slowing down now.
Okay, but he's going to pull loads across it.
They may come a lot more slowly with the loads.
I don't know why they would.
I suppose the fact that this turned out to be a local would also explain why we have the older engines on it. Yeah, they're taking it really slow now. Unless they're about to get onto one of the switches in there. Yeah. You can see the rest of the train really well down there. Why light? Yeah.
Can't imagine he's got to keep working. You know?
Having made their delivery to the concrete plant, the two SD-70s head back to their train, and we head back to the car to chase them.
You'll have a better shot in 30 seconds or so.
Okay. I've got enough space to keep it rolling that long. And a good thing that is, too, if we're going to end up on the Zephyr.
Huh?
I said, and a good thing that is that I've got more space on the phone.
Ah.
I said I had space to keep it rolling for another 30 seconds or so. And a good thing that is, since I was not anticipating having to take a bunch of video for the Zephyr. But I'm betting I'm going to want to. That unexpected ride on the Zephyr is the subject of a future video.
Throw your front bed against that side window. It'll be frosted some.
Did I tell you the really big advantage of the Zephyr being late last time on the way back? It was broad daylight in the parts of the mountains that were dark of night on the way out. That is also the subject of a future video. The train and the boulder.
Okay.
We let the local get away as we stopped to attempt to remove the boulder from the road. Being concerned that the rain might be snow or freezing rain further up the canyon, we retreated to Echo to watch this other train, in an intermodal, heading down the canyon. You can really see the super elevation on this sharp curve, especially on the double-stacked intermodals. hope you've enjoyed this winter adventure along the Union Pacific Main Line through the Wasatch Mountains. If you did, be sure to check out the channel for more train videos, including some more on these locations. If you want to see more, feel free to press any of the many buttons that YouTube provides you with. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy railfanning.